Hey guys, let's start the 77th episode of Daily Football News and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Who are football's finest front threes? Chelsea wins Super Cup, impact on Barcelona after Messi, why Messi said yes to PSG. Messi's PSG shirt cost. A Liga CVC deal to be illegal, Lukaku and PSG FFP talks. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. So at first, without delay, let's get to know some main news of the day. The Argentines' Barcelona exit has stunned the football world, and Paris Saint-Germain are now in possession of a truly awesome attacking unit. Marco Verratti has never hidden his excitement at the idea of playing in the same side as Lionel Messi. As recently as February, when the full extent of Barcelona's financial crisis was starting to become clear, the Paris Saint-Germain midfielder was asked by Canal Plus about the prospect of the Argentina attacker swapping Camp Nou for the Parc des Princes. To have him in the squad would be something magnificent, Verratti gushed. I would give the ball to Neymar and Messi and stay behind to just enjoy watching them a bit. Still, there is absolutely no denying that many football fans will be able to put all of these grave and legitimate concerns to one side and look forward to the prospect of Messi teaming up with Neymar and Mbappé. As former PSG winger Ludovic Giuly enthused in Le Parisien, we already had two of the four best players in the world. Now we have the third. Do you realize that Neymar, Messi and Mbappé will play together in League One? It sounds mind-boggling. And it is. PSG are now in a position to field what could prove the greatest attacking trio in football history. Neymar's outrageous trickery and Mbappe's searing pace are now set to be complemented by Messi's otherworldly genius. Their potential is frightening. Chelsea FC won the UEFA Super Cup on Wednesday with a 6-5 penalty shootout victory over Villarreal CF at Windsor Park in Belfast to get the 2021-2022 European season underway. The two sides were tied, 1-1, at the end of 90 minutes and the end of extra time. Hakim Ziyech gave the Blues the lead in the first half, scoring in the 27th minute. Ziyech was substituted with a shoulder injury later in the first half. However, as American Christian Pulisic took his place, Thomas Tuchel's men ultimately triumphed on penalties with a 6-5 success to their names, but the Chelsea manager made a surprise move before the end of the second period of extra time. Tuchel inserted backup goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga for starter Edouard Mendy. The move, like most of Tuchel's in 2021, worked out. Kepa denied a pair of kicks, including stopping Raul Albiol's to clinch the victory. Pulisic, Mason Mount, and Antonio Rudiger were among the successful penalty takers for the Blues, who scored 6 straight PKs after Kai Havertz missed the opener. Neymar's outrageous trickery and Mbappe's searing pace are now set to be complemented by Messi's otherworldly genius. Their potential is frightening. Indeed, we could be about to see a repeat of what Messi and Neymar achieved alongside Luis Suarez in Barcelona's famed MSN attack. A spectacular Champions League triumph in the South Americans' first season together. Not that having such a talented forward line is a guarantee of success. Of course, it is also imperative if they are to be compared to the game's great trios. Remember, Real Madrid's BBC forward line of Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo combined to win 4 Champions Leagues, including a historic 3 in a row. Of course, such sustained success already appears beyond Messi, Neymar, and Mbappé. Still, while the M&M era might be short-lived, it should prove spectacular. No matter where one stands on the PSG project, just like all, we are all highly likely to enjoy watching them play, even if it is just for a bit. As news broke wild of Lionel Messi's move to Paris Saint-Germain, all Barcelona shirts with Messi's number 10 for the 2021-2022 season disappeared from the shelves. Although no huge economic losses from this are expected, it will be Nike's job to decide what happens to the shirts once they are returned. Barcelona have around 2 months to return the Messi shirts for the upcoming season to the North American multinational headquarters. This is standard procedure for shirts that have already been printed before a player leaves a club. For instance, with Neymar back in 2017. According to a variety of studies, around 8 out of 10 Barcelona shirts that are sold had Messi's number 10 printed on the back, which meant an income of between 20 and 30 million euros per season for the Catalan club. The general director of Diagonal Inversions, Marc Siria, explained following Messi's departure that they are hoping Memphis Depay's shirts will sell at a good pace after this blow. He could feature on 5 out of every 10 shirts sold and thus avoid a drop in sales of more than 30% in the short term. Syria noted. Barcelona's shirts for 2021-2022 have been on sale ever since June 16th, meaning fans have had 2 months to purchase their Messi shirts for the upcoming season, while it was taken for granted that the Argentine would be staying at the Camp Nou. Lionel Messi was open about his reasons for signing for Paris Saint-Germain in his introductory press conference in the French capital, But just what were the factors which helped the veteran to say yes to Nasser Al-Khelaifi's offer? Signing to a club so quickly was of vital importance to Messi, as it allowed him to put the pain of being forced to leave Barcelona behind him. First there were difficult days, then I was nervous because of the desire to start. Then when we reached a final agreement things began to change. I'm not over the above, but I'm making progress. The family situation helped him make the decision, which is a fundamental thing for Messi, as both his wife and children were very settled in Barcelona. The blow was hard for the whole family, but Antonella has accompanied me wherever I have gone. From the first moment, she supported me. The children liked thinking about the Eiffel Tower and Disneyland. Another reason that helped Messi make such a decision was that he would be surrounded by his fellow countrymen. Messi arrives in Paris with the peace of mind that comes with knowing he already has friends in his new environment. Paris has welcomed him with open arms. Following the loss of Lionel Messi from the squad, Barcelona has looked to address their troubles regarding La Liga's salary cap on players. With the 2021-2022 season on the brink of starting, the Catalan club are running out of time, having to finish deals at a rapid pace. The club is looking to finalize loan exits for Miralem Pjanic and Samuel Umtiti in an attempt to register their new signings, and Barcelona president Joan Laporta remains confident that they will do so. The Catalan Giants are in contact with their veteran players like Gerard Piqué, Sergi Roberto, Sergio Busquets, etc. to readjust their salaries and defer some to make ends meet. Although talks with players are ongoing and progressing, they are finding it difficult to meet everyone's demands in such a short time. But the club remains confident all requirements will be met. Negotiations are intensifying between Pjanic and Juventus for a loan deal. There are also talks ongoing between a variety of clubs as Barcelona look to offload Umtiti. The club remains optimistic as they look ahead to the 2021-2022 season. They are not yet obliged to register Sergio Agüero until he recovers from his injury, but we can expect to see him back around November. Having returned from Tokyo 2020 Olympic duty, Eric Garcia may rest rather than playing the first game of the season, while Memphis Depay looks to make his first start for the Spanish side. Football fans around the world will surely all be thinking about how they can get their hands on Lionel Messi's new shirt at Paris Saint-Germain. But if you buy it directly from the club, you might have to put some money aside for it. Following Messi's presentation at the Parc des Princes on Wednesday morning, MESSI went to the official PSG shop at the club's stadium to buy the Argentine shirt. Although on PSG's website the price of the shirt is set at €158, once in the shop the price varies. The normal replica shirt, called the stadium shirt, costs €115 with everything included: Messi's name, the number 30, and either the League One or Champions League badge. However, for those looking to wear the kit that the players use, you will need to get the match shirt. This one is a bit more expensive, though, as it will set you back €165 once you add Messi's name, number, and one of the competition badges. Despite the price, hundreds of fans queued up first thing in the morning to get their hands on Messi's new shirt. So, if you want to buy Messi's shirt from the official PSG shop, you will need to prepare to either spend €115 or €165. The Spanish Football Federation has issued a statement saying that it believes La Liga's deal with the CVC investment fund is illegal, prompting a war of words with La Liga president Javier Tebas. Just 24 hours before La Liga clubs are set to vote on the proposed La Liga Impulso deal, which would inject hundreds of millions of euros into the top two leagues in exchange for a share of audio-visual rights, the national governing body has fiercely criticized it. In a long statement, the Spanish Football Federation outlines numerous objections to the proposal and claims it has received complaints about it from several clubs. As for the agreements between the National Professional Football League and CVC relating to the audio-visual rights of clubs and sports organizations, the Spanish Football Federation must express its opposition, reads the statement on the Spanish Football Federation website. PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi has stressed that the club has no plans to sell Kylian Mbappé and that the French forward is in no better place to achieve success. Mbappé, whose contract comes to an end in the summer of 2022, has not yet renewed his contract at the Parc des Princes and has been heavily linked with a move to Real Madrid. Mbappé, he is a PSG player. He has said publicly that he doesn't want to leave the team, Al-Khelaifi said during Lionel Messi's presentation press conference. We know his future. He has already said he doesn't want to leave the team and he will stay. He said he wanted a competitive team, and you can't have a more competitive team than what we have here. He has no reason to do anything other than stay. He is Parisian and has a winning mentality. He is one of our players. PSG hopes that Messi will help lead the club to their first ever Champions League trophy, with the club hoping that their new MMN triumvirate of Messi, Mbappé, and Neymar will fire them to glory. We have great ambition in our project, and now this culminates with the arrival of the best player in the world, Al-Khelaifi stated. Hopefully Messi can win many trophies with his teammates, who are the best in the world, and one of the best coaches in the world, like Mauricio Pochettino. Now we move on to some interesting news of the day. There have been doubts about whether PSG can comply with UEFA's financial fair play regulations after signing Messi. Despite 4 of their 5 signings arriving on a free, and the club has spent €60 million on transfers this summer, but Al Khalifi is not worried. "We have always respected financial fair play. We checked with our financial people and we knew that we could sign Messi," he explained. "What the media need to focus on is not just the negative but also the positives that he will bring. This is something we have done for the club and also for the city of Paris." Tebas believes that the Spanish Football Federation have failed to stick up for Spanish football and contrasts its reaction with their alleged silence on the Super League. At last, the Spanish Football Federation releases their much-anticipated statement on the Super League, supporting UEFA and the leagues, tweeted Tebas, quote, tweeting the Spanish Football Federation statement. No, about a project which threatened to destroy Spanish football they say nothing. But of course, they don't miss a chance to attack La Liga. Orders must be followed. They haven't even read the documents. Los Blancos could seek a long-term solution at centre-back next summer. Real Madrid are among the teams monitoring Chelsea centre-back Antonio Rudiger, according to Sky Sports. The defender will be out of contract after this season, and if an extension is not agreed upon by January, he is allowed to begin negotiations for a pre-contract with other clubs. Given the losses of Sergio Ramos and Rafael Varane, Real Madrid could be tempted to make a move for the German international ahead of next summer. The agent of Brighton target Darwin Núñez has quieted talk of the Benfica player moving to England this summer. "We had an interest for Darwin, but there was never a formal offer," Edgardo Lesalvia told ESPN. "We've spoken and they asked about him. In principle, Darwin is going to stay in Benfica at least until December of this year." Billy Gilmer says he snubbed interest from other teams to join Norwich because the team's playing style suits him. The 20-year-old midfielder joined the newly promoted Premier League team on loan from Chelsea for the 2021-2022 season. He says he was convinced to make the switch to the Canaries after talks with coach Daniel Farke. Sevilla sporting director Monchi has insisted that the club has not yet received any official bids for Chelsea-linked centre-back Jules Kounde. Goal reported at the end of July that Chelsea had opened talks with Sevilla over a potential deal for Kounde, who has established himself among the top defenders in La Liga since moving to Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium from Bordeaux in 2019. Take Kubo is back with Mallorca. The Japanese starlet will spend the next season loan with the club, as he did 2 years ago. Real Sociedad were also interested, but Kubo's preferred destination was Mallorca. Romelu Lukaku is in the UK ahead of his move to Chelsea from Inter. Stefan Savic has extended his contract with Atletico Madrid. The Montenegrin arrived at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano in 2015 and after 202 games, will now stay at the club until 2025. Inter are believed to have Everton striker Moise Kean on their shortlist to replace Lukaku. Edin Dziko's move from Roma to Inter is nearing completion, with the journalist Gianluca Di Marzio reporting that the Bosnian striker is set to undergo his medical. So, this was the end of our 77th episode. We will be back with more interesting news and transfer rumors tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.